There's a number calling you. You've seen it. You've felt it. 963. This isn't random. This is a frequency, a code. And if you're seeing it, hearing it, or drawn to it, you're being activated. 9. The number of divine completion. 6. The heart, the center of love and healing. 3. Creation, the sacred triangle. Together, they form a vibration that awakens your higher self. People don't talk about this. They're too busy chasing money, love, validation. But the truth is, if you align with 963, all of it comes to you naturally. Because this isn't just about manifestation. It's about alignment with divine intelligence. It's about becoming a match for miracles. So, if you're tired of trying, forcing, pushing, stay with me, because what I'm about to show you is how to stop chasing and start remembering who you are. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe not just to a channel, but to a new timeline, to the version of you that's ready to rise. We decode vibration, frequency, manifestation, and quantum truth, and we do it from a place of reverence, not hype. And if this number is already calling you, drop your name in the comments. We'll include you in our circle of intention, our growing field of spiritual activation. You don't need to do this alone. You were never meant to. What is 963? It's more than a number. It's more than a sound. It's a frequency, one of the purest in existence. In the solfeggio scale, an ancient system of sacred sound, 963 Hz is known as the God frequency, the tone of oneness, of awakening, of returning to source. When you tune into 963, you are tuning into the divine mind. You are remembering the part of you that was never afraid, never small, never separate. Science calls it the pineal gland, your inner antenna, a crystalline transmitter in the center of your brain that responds to light, vibration, and truth. 963 Hz is the key that unlocks that gate. It activates your intuition, your clarity, your spiritual sight. That's why people report vivid dreams, instant downloads, and sudden awakenings when they work with this frequency. Not because it's magic, but because it's resonance. Just like a tuning fork vibrates when it hears its tone, you vibrate when you hear the truth of who you really are. And that's what 963 does. It reminds you. Now think of it like this. If your soul was a radio, 963 is the channel of your highest self. No static, no distortion, just divine clarity. And the more you tune in, the more the noise of the world fades away. Your fears dissolve, your doubts lose their power, your mind opens. Suddenly, things that used to confuse you become clear. People that once drained you fade away. Opportunities that felt impossible arrive like they were always meant to. Why? Because you changed frequency. You don't need to figure everything out. You need to tune in. The answers are already broadcasting. You just haven't been on the right channel. Until now. Your frequency is the signal you send into the quantum field. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are, what you're vibrating. So how does 963 Hz change that? Simple. 963 takes you out of the noise, out of fear, lack, control, and plugs you back into the source frequency. This frequency carries the blueprint of truth. When your energy matches it, you stop chasing things and start receiving them. Because now, you're not asking the universe to deliver what you want. You're showing the universe that it's already done. Think of your mind like a projector. Whatever film you're playing inside, that's what shows up outside. If the inner track is fear, doubt, desperation, you'll manifest confusion, delays, chaos. But when you align with 963, that inner film changes. Suddenly you're calm, clear, empowered. You remember your worth. You trust the timing. You feel connected, not alone. And that's when the shift happens. You want the relationship. Stop looking for it. Start vibrating at the level of love. You want financial flow? Stop begging for it. Start tuning into the frequency where wealth already exists. That's what 963 does. It doesn't give you power. It reminds you that you were power all along. Now listen closely. If you've been stuck in a loop of waiting for the job, the breakthrough, the love, the sign, it might not be because you're doing something wrong. It might be because you're still stuck in the wrong frequency field. So use 963 like a tuning fork. Let it realign your nervous system. Let it melt the noise. Let it lift your vibration above the mental fog and into clarity. Because when your energy changes, your timeline does too. Let's talk about money. Not from fear, not from scarcity. Let's talk from a place of frequency. Money is energy. Wealth is vibration. And abundance? It's not something you chase, it's something you tune into. So if you've been trying to manifest more income, clients, sales, opportunities, breakthroughs, but nothing sticks, the issue isn't the action, it's the signal. You're still operating on the wrong station. The frequency of I need, the frequency of it's not here yet. But 963 hertz shifts that. It dissolves the illusion of separation between you and what you desire. It reminds you that wealth is not outside you. It's an expression of your alignment. So, how do you actually use 963 hertz to attract money? Here's how. Listen with intention. Don't just play the sound, activate it. Put on 963 hertz audio. Close your eyes and speak this silently. I remember who I am. I remember I am abundance. Let the sound retrain your field. Visualize the money as already done, not like you hope to have it, like it's already yours. You're not dreaming, you're remembering. What does it feel like to have that freedom, that overflow, that ease? Anchor into that feeling. Because in the quantum field, feeling is the frequency. Act as if, but don't fake it. Most people try to act rich, but it's fake. That's not alignment. That's performance. Instead, live with trust. Pay your bills knowing more is coming. Invest in yourself like you're already funded by the universe. Walk like the path is paved. Speak like the answer is already en route. And when doubt creeps in, return to 963. Let it recalibrate you. Bonus practice. Write money letters in 963 hertz. Here's a powerful daily ritual. Play 963 hertz music or tone. Light a candle. Ground yourself. Write a letter from your higher self, as if the money already arrived. Thank you for the $5,000 that came from that unexpected source. I'm amazed how easily it flowed in. It feels so natural to be supported. Your brain will say, but it's not real. But the quantum doesn't care what's real. It mirrors frequency, not facts. So override the evidence and vibrate the outcome. 963 hertz helps you move from efforting to receiving, from fear to knowing, from scarcity to overflow. And once your body learns what it feels like to live in abundance, the universe must rearrange itself to match that. You're not here to chase money. You're here to become the magnet. And 963 is your tuning key. Hell, sometimes you don't even realize you're shifting. The change doesn't always come with fireworks. It begins subtly, softly, in whispers. And if you're here now, listening to this, there's a good chance you've already begun to vibrate at the frequency of 963 Hertz, even if you've never heard of it before. And let's see if any of these signs feel familiar. You're losing interest in material struggle. You're not chasing money like you used to. You're not obsessing over how or when or through whom. You're starting to trust that what's meant for you is already on the way. This trust, that calm in your chest, that's 963 awakening within you. You're feeling more peaceful. Even when things aren't perfect, 963 Hertz doesn't make life perfect. It makes your perception divine. You start noticing beauty in little things. You feel a sense of stillness in chaos. You smile for no reason. It's like something inside you is smiling through you. You feel pulled toward solitude, silence, or the stars. People might say you're withdrawing, but you know it's not loneliness. It's connection to yourself, to the universe, to something ancient and true. You're remembering who you were before the noise. You keep seeing the numbers 9, 6, or 3, repeating or combined 9, 6, 3, everywhere, on license plates, on receipts, in timestamps. It feels like the universe is leaving you clues. That's not coincidence, that's quantum confirmation. You're craving more meaning and less distraction. Social media feels exhausting. Small talk drains you. Mindless scrolling doesn't feed your soul anymore. You want truth, depth, realignment. This hunger, it's your higher self waking up, and it's tuning your system to match the frequency of creation. If any of these signs feel familiar, know this. You're not just watching a video. You're being activated. And the more you listen, the more you align. The more you align, the more you receive. Let's get honest. 963 Hertz is powerful, but it's not magic, not if you're unknowingly canceling the signal. And yes, many people do. They listen, they chant, they meditate, but nothing changes. Why? Because your energy field is saying one thing, and your thoughts, actions, and emotions are saying another. Let's talk about the most common mistakes that block the effects of 963 Hertz and how to fix them. Listening from desperation. If you press play, hoping this frequency will fix everything, you're sending the signal of lack. You're affirming that something's wrong, that you're broken, that abundance is far away. But 963 Hertz doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to your state. So if you listen while feeling anxious, fearful, or needy, you're tuning to static, not signal. Fix. Shift first. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself, I'm not broken. I'm aligning. Then press play. Trying to force a result. I'll listen to 963 Hertz and then money must appear tomorrow. That's not faith, it's manipulation. And in the quantum field, manipulation creates resistance. 963 Hertz works when you surrender, when you stop trying to force the how and just hold the vibration of already done. Ta, fix. Detach from the timeline. Say to yourself, I don't chase, I attract, and I allow it to come in divine order. Ignoring your body. This frequency is not just for your mind, it's for your entire field. If you're mentally saying the right things, but your body is tense, your breath is shallow, your heart is tight, you're blocking the current. Fix. Before listening, move, stretch, breathe. Place your hands over your heart. Tell your body it's safe to receive. mixing too many frequencies, jumping from 528 Hz to 432 to 963 to 777 to everything, every day. You're not tuning, you're scrambling the station. 963 Hz needs integration, consistency, a relationship. Fix. Commit to 963 Hz for 21 days. Let it imprint your field. Let it retrain your inner coding. Doubting it's working. This is the most dangerous block of all. You start to shift. Things begin to align. And then your ego whispers, "This is silly. It's just sound. You're imagining things." And just like that, you unplug. You reject the gift. Fix. Recognize that doubt is not proof. It's programming. Keep going. Keep tuning. The shift happens before you see the result. Stay plugged in. Because the moment you believe is the moment it begins. If you've made it this far, you've already begun tuning your field, not just to a frequency, but to a new identity. 663 Hz isn't just a number. It's a gateway to clarity, to truth, to abundance, to the version of you that always knew. You were meant for more. Let this be your reminder. You don't need to chase. You don't need to beg the universe. You just need to resonate. And when you do, everything that's meant for you will find you, easily, naturally, inevitably. If this video spoke to your soul, subscribe, because here, we don't just listen to frequencies, we become them. And most importantly, drop your name in the comments. We are building a global field of intention, and our community sends waves of healing, abundance, and light to every single name listed below. You're not alone. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. Now breathe in and say with me, I am open. I am aligned. I am ready. See you in the next frequency.